This is another episode, our 5th episode, ladies.
We
on
a roll.
We are on a roll. I am your host for today, Ashante Emil, and today is super, super special because, as always, we have our wine. Ladies, grab your wine. But today is very special because our episode today is sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wine Company. It's really, really good. What do y'all think about it?
Y'all, we already drank a bottle.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, y'all see the bottle is
Listen.
I took the whole bottle.
The bottle.
Who?
The one that don't drink.
The one that don't drink. Okay.
We drank the whole bottle.
We drank the whole bottle.
One of them is
It's really
missing.
good.
To the head.
Wait, so which flavor are y'all drinking?
The orchard.
This is the orchard.
Yeah.
This is the one that's.
I have
Yeah.
the Paradise, the limited edition Paradise.
That
I think
one's
this
really
is
good.
the sweetest
you
one.
know.
I had
She had
the orchard.
a taste of all three.
Our little baby Jemiah don't drink, but it's all about,
So all about the imagination.
it's all about the imagination.
Yeah.
She's still here to support.
Whatever you say is reality, baby. It's reality. I'm here for it.
All right, so let's do our
Cheers.
toast.
Shout out to
Lamont.
Lamont.
Cheers got real far.
Cheers got real far.
Click, click,
And cheers to okay. All right, everybody. So my name is Ashante Emil. I'm your host for the evening, and you can follow me on Instagram at Ashante Emil. And to my right, I have.
Oh, she spiced it up.
Juju. You can follow me on Instagram at Ju_Chains with 2 S's.
Not one, but
2.
that's my favorite part, y'all.
Hey everyone, my name is Jemiah. You can follow me on Instagram at MYAA_KY.
KYY or just KY?
You got 2 A's
Girl,
in
I
your
be
bio,
putting
though.
2 Y's. I be putting 2 A's into.
But you got 2 A's, though, don't you?
Yeah, 2 A's.
2 A's, 1 Y.
It's MYAA_KY.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Lauren Simone. You can follow me on Twitter at YUNGXLOW and on Instagram at and I'm Lauren. And I spell my Lauren LAUREN.
Make sure y'all spell that right. Hey, y'all.
Show me.
Heaven here. Your favorite homegirl, of course. Follow me on everything at Heaven_said.
And that's just that. So, ladies, before the show started, I asked all of y'all to have 3 things you're grateful for and why. And so I did this because I've been in like a little funk lately. And I feel like one thing that's really helped me out is writing down a way that, like, something that I'm grateful for, showing my gratitude, practicing gratitude every single day. So, and then asking myself, well, why am I grateful for this thing too? And I feel like it really elevates your mind. Like, naturally, I'm starting to just see things differently, be more grateful for the smaller things around me. So, who want to go first? Or should I go first?
Go.
You go first.
Okay, so my 3 things that I'm grateful for today. One is health, as always, because obviously it's COVID. Hundreds of thousands of people died last year, or millions of people died last year in general, but hundreds of thousands died from COVID. I just feel like every day you can't take health for granted. Like, whenever you sick or whenever you got a stuffed nose, you be like, damn, I wish I
took
was
breathing for granted.
I took breathing for granted.
For real.
So I'm thankful for my health, number one. I'm thankful to be able to, like, enlighten you guys and ask you guys questions that make you think. I'm thankful for this space. And I'm finally grateful for being able to have a platform where I can just decide on a random day that I'm having a dance class and people actually register. Like, that's something to be excited about to me. Like, I haven't danced or posted anything on Instagram in months, and people are still like,
Because we've been waiting, girl.
you know? So I'm just grateful for
And I
that.
couldn't even dance. And I'm be in there
And you're
like,
going to be in there.
acting a fool.
And we don't have to
Laughing in the back.
Some
Me and
fun.
Jemiah.
So who want to go first?
Hit her up on the gram. Dance class on Wednesday.
Dance class on Wednesday, Heels with the Mill,
Bring them heels.
8 to 10 p.m.
Wait, y'all know this is going to drop on Friday.
Heels with the Mill it'll be 2 weeks from now as well. So
Okay.
Heels with the Mill in 2 weeks
Stay
from now
tuned for the
too.
Heels with the
So
Mill.
just stay posted.
I'll go. I'll say number 1, I'm thankful for my family because without them, like, there is no me. Talk about support while I'm at school, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting everything on the table for me, making sure I have, like, a roof over my head. I would definitely say, like, family for 1. The second one would be friends because, like, I go to you guys and even, like, my main friends, like, I come to you, for advice. I don't, for venting, I don't know what I would do without you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you guys are a major part within my life and within, my journey going to ESPN.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So just keeping me focused, having everyone that's on the kind of the same path, but making sure, we're all focused. And my third one would just be, I'm grateful to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like she said, like a lot of people passed away due to COVID and everything, but just being here, being healthy, and being able to, provide for my family, the elderly, you know what I'm saying, give it back to anybody I can. So
Love it.
yeah.
Love that.
And you?
Are we going this
It
way?
don't matter.
or this
Whoever
way?
want to go.
Okay, I'll go. Well, one thing that I'm grateful for is number one, God's grace.
Yes.
You stole
Because
mine. Oh my
Amen.
I am
Every
grateful
day.
for God's grace because I feel like, every day we make mistakes and everything, and I'm always
Yes.
being forgiven. He's still giving me blessings.
Yes.
I always am protected, and for that, I am the utmost
Yes.
grateful
Love
for that.
that.
I want to say I'm grateful for my friends and my family. I feel like I have a really strong support system, even though like I may feel like I don't. When I look back, I know that I really do. Because when things happen and things go wrong, I'm always still good.
Yes.
And that's because of my support system and the people that love me. So never want to take that for granted. And the third thing that I'm grateful for is, I would say, health too. In the middle of this pandemic and everything, to not have lost a family member, have lost
Yes.
anybody, and everybody in my family has been okay. I'm really grateful for that.
Beautiful. I
I'm
love it.
choked up.
I'll go.
She over
Don't
there
do
like,
it.
we crying this
Let me
episode.
drink
Take
my
my lashes off.
For real.
I will take them
Don't
right off.
mind. Don't mind.
3 things I'm grateful for. I would say the first one, for peace.
Mm.
When I say
Oh,
I
that's
really be
good.
unbothered, like I really just be like,
That's strong.
Yes.
That's good.
Like I don't care. I'm so at peace with myself. Like when people work from home, y'all be at home chilling. Like they be like, let's go out. Be like, everything I need is already in my house.
Right.
Like, I don't.
You don't even
I can have a
gotta do
bomb
all
ass
that.
time here for 80 days and 80 nights and like not have no
And
problem with it.
You live alone now, so
I
you
just-
really be.
Chilling. In your own
In your own-
energy, in your own space.
People be like, I'm coming over. I'm like,
No, you're not.
I don't know about all that.
maximum occupancy is 1. Please don't. So I'm very grateful for peace, like peace of mind, like just peace in general. I'm grateful for health because, like I said, COVID was real. One of my cousins actually just got out of the hospital because of COVID. She good.
Yes.
Shout out to OG Rhonda.
Yeah.
But
OG.
I call my cousin OG Rhonda. Yeah. Grateful for health, and I am grateful for having multiple opportunities. Like I feel like a lot of opportunities just fall in my lap very often.
Yeah.
So just being able
Yes.
to have that and being able to take advantage of all those opportunities to open more doors, I'm very grateful for that.
Yes. I love it. Everything everybody said.
Guys, kind of summed all mine up. But no, for real. Number 1 would have to be my faith. Because I went from a person like I went from being a person who was questioning everything when I say everything, I mean anything that can happen, I was just questioning. Like, why me? Why did they have to talk to me like that? Why did they make me feel like that? Why? And just to see how far my faith has come, I'm so thankful for that because now I could be outside with nothing and be like, God, not tripping about a thing. And that, I could really like sit back and really reflect because I remember those nights just crying, being in my room, just not knowing what was next and just being like, Lord, like, what's up? You know, everybody, especially like if you have people in your life that are really involved in church, they be like, trust God. But sometimes that's really hard because it be feeling like you be waiting
Yeah.
for
so long.
Oh my God. But yes, that, my faith for sure because now, anything that happens to me, I just be like, it happened for a reason.
Yes.
We
And
can
I'm like,
learn.
hey God,
Yeah.
it's me again.
Listen.
Not sure
Jesus,
if your voicemail is
help
full,
me.
but I'm gonna try again.
Yeah. But also, I'm an only child, so I'm very thankful for my friends that have become siblings to me, my extended family. I'm just thankful for I'm thankful for everybody in my life because growing up without siblings it's a real life task. You look at the world completely different from anybody else, and I will say that. And I'm thankful that I have people in my life that show me different experiences, and people. It's not a stereotype. Only child syndrome is real. So just the not knowing or just thinking of sometimes being selfish with the way you think. I'm grateful for all of my extended family. And thirdly, I think I'm just grateful, like Heaven said, for opportunities. I struggled. I knew what I wanted to do for a long time, but the opportunities like this one, internships, my show, those didn't come about until they all came at the same time. Then that goes right back to faith. Like I was just asking Lord, like, what's up, what's up? Everything is fell into my lap, so I'm thankful for those three things.
Can I throw another one out there? Ain't nobody said.
Okay. What you say?
I'm grateful for the way my mama raised me. My parents raised me, let me just say.
That is
because as we growing up and we coming into the world, you start meeting other people and you like,
what? Like,
I'm grateful for the way my
favorite line is just looking at people like, who raised you?
For dead ass. Like,
I need to talk to your
mom.
mom.
I need to talk.
Because I don't even think the wolves did.
Because the way people are just grimy and just.
It be not even situations like the way my mother, like, you raised by your mother and your father, and then you're raised like collectively. Mm-hmm. But the stuff my mother showed me about friendships with the females, friendship with males, and I be out here just seeing people like it's never in my blood, like anything in me to do anything bad. It was just posted on Instagram. It was like, then it was like, I'm gonna tell you my business while we friends, but if we ever fall out, that business better die with the friendship. And I really live by that, because I got some people that I ain't even close with no more. But listen,
and got their secrets to the grave.
And I'm taking them back to the grave. I'm not even friends with this one girl no more. I remember that she ain't like this girl. This girl spoke to me. I'm like, I'm not even friends with this girl no more. I'm just still like,
not talking to you.
I'm gonna keep you from a distance. Hello, how you doing? But don't come over here. Listen, because I never do people the way they did me. So that's a good one, Julie.
Yes, no, that is real good. I think it's important for people in general to just sit for a second and reflect and be like, what's in front of me that I can be grateful for? Because it's so easy to be like, oh, my situation is so bad, or oh, I'm so tired of this bullshit, or oh, it's always something, like another fucking thing. No, hold up. You gotta stay grounded. And I feel like the one easy way for me to do that is to just list like things I'm grateful for. When I'm in the bed, I'll be like, ooh, thank you, Lord, for this bed. I love my cupboard. I love my pillows.
Every time I walk in the house, I'll be like,
yes, like
it smell like home in her.
People be like not thankful for the small things.
The smallest.
Like, I don't know, I was driving and I just put in the drive, was like, thank you, Lord. Like, making it home safely is just such
an
underrated
blessing. Yes,
even waking up, my grandmother to this day, like, as soon as she wake up, like, she prays if she does anything. And I'm like, there's really people out here who ain't even open their eyes today. And I just opened them and like, hello. Just popped out. Just popped open. Making it home is an underrated blessing. We be out here being picky about what we gonna eat for dinner. So
having a meal to
having
options. We got options. We mad because we don't know what we want to eat. People not even eating.
Yeah.
When was the point that you what was a situation that maybe happened in your life or something that happened that you really started to just appreciate life?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You asking for like a specific situation?
Yeah, like for me, I remember when I was a senior, there was a girl. She was top of our class.
You told us that story.
Like top of our class, like amazing student, had a 4.3. She was half at school, half in college. She was gonna graduate with our associates. So our senior year of February, she ended up getting into a tragic accident, getting hit by the rapid.
Mm-hmm.
And she passed away. And I remember I seen her that morning, like she walking out, like, hey, like had the most bubbly, most genuine spirit ever, like loved this girl to death. Everybody loved her. Everybody that knew her loved her. And she ended up walking out, just getting into an accident. It was like, life is really like that.
Yes.
I've never had like a grandparent or anybody close to me die, so like that was my closest thing. And I was like, wow, it made me look at life in a whole different light. Like this shit is really here today, gone tomorrow.
My situation is similar to you. In 2017, on May 6th, one of my best friends died due to gun violence. His name was Jaquan. If y'all ever look at my wrist or any of my episodes, I got all of these bracelets on that say his name. But nonetheless, nonetheless, He was at EMU. He did early college, so he started college super early. And it was just like a normal party. Like, you know how like college, they just had like this liquor Olympics party. It was a normal party. Started fighting. He got caught up in it. He got shot. This, that, and the third. But the thing was, like, he was so young, for one.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, he had just, like, did all of these, like, started accomplishing, like, he had his own org on campus.
Was he a Kappa?
He was a Kappa. He had just crossed, like, a few weeks before he even passed. So and that was something that was really important, and he didn't get to live that out. Right. And it was, like, one of his last few tweets was, when my bracelet says, it says, he tweeted, like, I'm glad I'm free enough to flourish. And when he passed, it was one of those, like, what? Because it was like,
it don't make sense.
It was just like an innocent bystander, never did nothing to nobody. And I remember I was so hurt by it, but everything after that, like, it just pushed me to just do anything that I want to do in that moment. Because the fact that you can die that young, I'm talking like, I think he was about to turn 19. If I was 18, he was about to turn 19. Like, the fact that you can, like, the people just die that young, because, you know, normally when you grow up, you're in your head thinking, like, everybody died old, like 98, 99. No, people are really out here dying, like, young, like somebody is my age, like, and they just died. So just the fact that, like, I'm not letting nothing limit me, nothing like that. And it took me a minute.
I gotta leave my stamp on the world first.
It took me.
I gotta do something important first.
And what's so crazy was, after he passed, he was on the news, and all of his accomplishments, this, that, and the third, and he was getting all this outpour of love in the back of my head. I'm like, where was all of this at when he was here? But still,
people
I'm like,
never give you your props while you're here.
Give me my flowers.
Give me my flowers while I'm here.
Heroes.
Because what I'm saying is, like, that's why I always be like, people always saying, Lauren, you so this, you so that. You damn right I'm busy, because if I was to die, you gonna be able to be like, well, shit, she was doing her thing while she was here. Okay. I'm just trying to get as much out as possible. You can't wait. Time. Somebody just told me the other day, time is only relevant, like, to you. Like, what might seem like a long period of time to you can be a short period of time to somebody. So it's crazy.
So anybody else?
I would say, I don't know. I would say maybe when I graduated and I went to Brazil, like, a few days later. I went to Brazil for 18 days, like day number 5 or 6. I lost my phone. I lost in the ocean. Don't get drunk in another country and go to the ocean, because, like,
you lost your phone.
I wasn't in the ocean. I was not in the ocean. But, you know, the waves come in. I was like, oh, not today. Like, it's dark outside. I don't know these people. I don't really speak the language. Let me back on up. And I guess when I was backing on up, my phone fell. I ain't look for it. I was like, it is what it is. People ain't calling me anyway, like, whatever. But from losing my phone, like, we're so connected to social media and just our phones in general. Like, we didn't have service in Brazil. I had the only phone that was working. Like, I could get text messages, I could send stuff, I could call, I could do all that. But people were so attached to their phones. I'm like, y'all looking at the same stuff from 6 hours ago when we left the hotel. Like,
y'all looking at stuff that...
But I was, like, you were looking at the same exact 6 stories.
We in a new country.
For 6 hours. Mm-hmm. But since I lost my phone, I felt like I got so much more out of the trip. Like, in Brazil, people aren't like, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Asian. They were like, I'm Brazilian.
So what's the culture?
It's amazing. Like,
they're
it's just,
Brazilian.
It's
they're
just
Brazilian.
beautiful. Like,
they just like we're American and we're all like different types.
Yeah, like in America, you'll be like, oh, I'm black, I'm white.
Yeah,
they be like, oh, I'm Asian, I'm Chinese, I'm Japanese. Enjoyed the trip so much more because I can enjoy each and every part of it. We went to this little island and it was a bad ass thunderstorm. Power went out, everything. We were outside in hammocks while it was raining. When I say black as fuck, I mean black as fuck. I couldn't see the person next to me because it was a real island. They did not have street lights. It was dark as dark could be. With the ocean surrounding us, and it was the most peaceful experience I have ever had in my life. All the people were super nice. We was all out there just listening to, I don't even know what the hell kind of music it was, but swinging in the hammocks just like
chilling,
peace. I feel like from that day forward, I really just be like, this shit doesn't matter. Like, you just gotta enjoy it every day.
That's why I feel like I was supposed to be born in the 90s. Like, I mean, I was supposed to like actually grow up in the 90s. I mean, I was born in the 90s, but actually I grew up in the 90s. They seem like they had a fucking blast.
Without
social media.
I remember being able to go to parties. Like, you could go to parties and act up. You could twerk. hair
Good
all
ass.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Like, come in looking cute, leave out looking like.
Don't turn the lights on.
Don't turn
Ain't
the lights
nobody
on.
would
Ain't
know.
no
Like,
video.
nobody is talking about it. Like,
know.
ooh, that girl
Ain't
was
no
busted on
coloring.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Nobody
Now you go to
did
parties,
whatever happened
people just
there
be standing there.
Exactly.
I know we post and everything, but I really think life would just be better for us without social media.
That's why
Wow.
I feel like, honestly, I feel the same way.
Really?
That's why I don't post. I don't really post that much. I'm very private. I used to post a lot, but
You didn't accept my friend request when we started, bro.
see, I don't even check. I have like 600 friend requests. I have not checked or anything. But back to like make a point to what all of y'all was saying. Like it's about being present, living in the moment, and I feel like I can only do that when I'm away from my phone. Like I'm sorry, I enjoy this. I don't enjoy, girl, what you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. I don't care. I
Yeah.
enjoy talking to you
Me
face
and my
to face.
friends went
I enjoy that.
somewhere, and we won't have to cut you off, but I just keep laughing about this. Me and my friends went somewhere, I cannot remember, but we woke up and was like, we had a damn good time. You know how I knew we had a damn good time?
Was
It
it on
was
that phone?
one picture or video.
Okay.
To
Yes.
talk about the
Yes.
Those are the
y'all.
best nights.
Those are the best.
Yo, I woke up pissed as fuck. We was all cute as fuck. I don't know what happened, but we woke up the next morning like, did anybody? We
The
like,
only picture you
no.
got is gonna be a somebody
Literally,
leg. You gonna be
literally.
like, who leg is
Literally,
that?
it was a selfie. And it's like, oh my God. The mom came home like, let me see pictures of like,
I
ain't
ain't
got
got
nothing.
We had
Man,
too
that
much
was
fun.
the best times to just live in the moment.
Live in the moment. Live
Like-
in the now. You cannot be worried about.
But no,
tomorrow.
because then we get into situations like COVID, and it's like I be just looking at my fucking
Yeah.
I
Snapchat
ain't even
memories,
taking
like,
pictures.
remember outside?
Like I be trying to
That-
scroll,
yes,
but it
no,
ain't
that be
even
making me
scroll
sad.
for.
Oh, I have pictures for days. I have
Oh,
Google Photos.
listen.
Google photo. I have
Google
two
Photos
Google
all the way back to
photos. I have
2014.
two
If I ever
different-
took a
Yes,
picture with
me
you,
too.
I got it.
Me too.
Oh.
I got our whole trip.
Literally.
Whole
All
trip
that is back
still
to
with
the-
them.
My friends be calling me a picture
Picture
hoarder.
hoarder.
picture
Yes.
Because
hoarder.
like no matter where I'm at, like I'm always gonna record something, take a picture of something, just because I just love to have the moment, just to like reminisce on like my Snapchat memories. I was my Snapchat memories. They go back to 2013. I was looking through them like the other day, like, oh my God,
Who was telling me
who
to
is
do
this?
this?
Who is this woman?
But it's so good to have. Like I feel like if I ever have kids, because y'all know I don't want to have it, but I don't want to say nothing for the future. They could look back and be like, "My mama was that bitch." Oh,
Man,
look.
listen. Oh my mama.
Look at my
What's
mama,
your
y'all.
interesting? What's your next question?
The next question. Okay.
We got 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. So let's
We got
just,
5 minutes left for this break.
Let's keep it.
I would say I like taking pictures. I think they do help you live in the moment, but the best times is when you don't have none. But my great grandmother, she died. I don't know who called my mom on this day. She died. I would say maybe like 6 to 8 years ago. She died in 2012. The math ain't math right now, but you can do it at home. Do it at home,
9
children.
years ago.
Thank you. 9 years ago. Thank you. But she has all these scrapbooks, and she was a traveler. So all my family was always like, "You are just like her." Like when I was little, somebody was putting on their coat, I go put on my coat too. They be like, "Heaven, where you going?" We about to go. They're like, "You're not going with them." Yes, sir. I put my coat on and my shoes on. That means I'm about to go. And my mom used to be like, "Nobody said do that."
That little step your grandma decided to take, like that little step to scrapbook
Listen.
everything, really bring you memories, bring you something.
Yeah.
Like,
But she
so
was
it's
like
the
that.
little
She
things
would
we
get up
decide
and
to
book
have.
a flight. Like she would just be gone. So she has all these scrapbooks. Like she's gone to Africa. She's gone to Japan. She's like
That's freaking
she
great.
has it all. And my family will always say like she's never met a stranger. Like she could go somewhere and now she'll be like, "Yeah, we're friends." Like,
Yeah,
and I'm the
I
same
love
way.
that.
Like
Yeah.
growing up, my mom be like, "We went to the park today," and she came back with like all these kids. Like, "Yeah, that's my friend." And she like, "Heaven, you just met them. They're not your friends." I'm like,
Girl, we're
"They is my friends.
we're reincarnations
That's
of our grandparents
Jasmine.
over and
That's
over
not
again.
me."
People always ask me, like, what did I get, like, taking so many pictures and videos from? My grandmother had, like, the old school VHS tapes, so she would record everything, like, all of our birthday parties, and she still has those. Like, we was just, like, on Christmas, we watch them every year. So it's, like, my first birthday party, my cousin's, like, 5th birthday party, but it's, like, from the ages of me being, like, 1 to, like, 8. And it's, people would DM me,
That's
like,
special.
how do y'all have this? I'm like, I don't just
Because a lot of
I
people's parents
love
wasn't
memories.
doing
Yes.
it. A lot of people's parents
I
wasn't
love
doing
And I'm
it.
just
Me
saying,
too.
wait, my favorite, I just told this girl my favorite part about vacation is going on vacation and meeting people.
Bruh. And just like us, we vlog every single one of these
Yes.
episodes,
So
bro.
you can
By
look back.
episode 100, we gonna be like, look at us at episode 1, not even knowing each other. Like,
We'll be
it's
looking at
all-
who dressed
we're
me.
Hair
Like,
was
so
different.
cute.
We're documenting our
Do
own
my eyebrows
selves.
like
Who
that.
dressed me?
That's what these cameras are all about. That's what this
I'm
technology is
eyebrows.
all about.
Yes.
We all able to have our own
Wait, no
television show.
makeup.
We could all be Beyonce, a Kardashian, all that you want, bro. If I'm recording myself, I got my own fucking. We have our own podcast. We got our own. We the View right now. We the View.
Yes.
The View.
You can't tell us we not. We recording ourselves. We talking. We coming together as women.
Yeah, one thing,
It's
back to like the
documentation.
memories. I don't know if y'all do this, but I write, I used to write
Oh,
a
I know. I
lot.
journal a lot.
I journal a lot. And one thing that I really want to do for like my kids is like write like
You
my
ever seen
life
those-
story
you
or
ever
my
seen
love
those
story.
cards? I want to do it for my
Like a Christmas card?
no. My
What
nephew, my two of my closest friends had kids. I wanted to do this, but it's like you write them a letter for every year up until you turn 18. I wish my would have did that for me. But nonetheless, you can open it, and when you get 18, it's like the final letter.
Yeah.
Because my mom and my my mom set that up for me at my baby shower. It was like write a message to Lauren when she turned 17.
That's so.
And when I was 7, it was just a random age. So when I turned 17 or 18, one of the things, but I like opened the baby book and it was like, Lauren, I know you this and I know you that. And I was like,
oh,
it was
that
so
is
cute.
so
People don't
cute.
understand that's something that you could never buy.
Exactly.
Like, memories,
Yes.
sentimental
It's the
shit. Give me the
sentimental-
sentimental shit. I'm crying.
Like,
Right there.
pictures go back so far. Like, my mom, it had the date on the bottom of the actual picture. Like, that's how
Yes.
you know they're old.
I like those. People bring the
Yeah.
Polaroids back. I like
I'm
that.
like, that's how people use, like, photos now on Instagram. And I'm like, that's so crazy how the actual photo had, like, the date on it.
Mhm.
And we actually, like, using pictures like that now so we could post them on Instagram.
Right.
And we're back with
Sis, let's talk.
And this week's Black Business goes to the professional plug. His name is Armand Rivers. You can follow him on Instagram at the professional plug. He also does resumes, cover letters, anything you need, whether it's for school, work, anything you need for our organization.
So he does it for you? Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he does it for
So I
you.
went to college with Armand. He
you?
is the most professional, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like everybody has that friend who's just so on top of their business, so in their bag, so like, you need it, I got it, we gonna get you there. He is that person. COVID's going on, the panoramic is happening, like,
If
sometimes you just need that. You just the
Very
panoramic. You
ghetto.
just need that extra person to
Very
like
ghetto.
look over your resume or help you do a cover letter so you can get the job that you really want.
And
He the
he
one.
also does LinkedIn updates to see it says on his page. So if you need anything on LinkedIn, be sure
You
to
know
reach
you
out
the
to
LinkedIn
him.
queen.
Yes, LinkedIn is very
Yeah, get with him.
important
Say the Instagram
around
one more
this
time.
His name is the professional plug. You can follow him on Instagram at the professional plug. And his
She was
name is Armand Rivers.
Yes, I love it. All right, y'all. So we've been having some good conversation, I think. So my next question is going to be on what do you guys do when y'all feeling like you having an off day or like an off week or like maybe an off 2 or 3 weeks, like where you just not feeling your best, you're not feeling completely motivated, you just feel like a shift and your spirit is just not centered. Things aren't aligned. What do you do? Because for me, I feel like self-care is always the best way to get out of a funk. Like, if I schedule a wax appointment, do my nails, do something to my hair, look in the mirror, take some cute pictures, I'm feeling a lot better than if I'm laying down and my hair in a little messy bun and I'm feeling real raggedy and
Right.
not cute. Like, I feel like when you look good, you be ready to
You feel good.
when you
That's
look
a
good, you
fact.
feel good. I believe in that, and like I be ready to get up and go. Like, if I look good, if my hair done, sure, I'll go to the grocery store. I hate grocery shopping, but I'll go. My hair's done.
So out here.
So what do y'all do?
Heaven, what you do?
When
Because your
y'all
house is a
feeling
vibe.
Yes, no.
Heaven's house is a vibe. Heaven,
The
what do you do?
music playing, is it the wine?
Well, first and foremost, I would say, like, if I'm in a funk, like, sometimes, you know, when you go to bed, you be like, do you wake up in the same way? So I would say when I wake up, I be like, we're going to choose positivity today. Like, we're going to choose happiness. Like, I'm not going to get up like, damn, I got to go to work. I'm going to get up like, let me go get the money. Okay. I'm about to go right to the dining room where the money reside because I work from home right now. So, but that's how you got to think about it. Yeah. I open my balcony blinds every morning to let in the natural light. I turn some music on. Sometimes I'll put on like, I'm an R&B person, so sometimes I put on some R&B, or sometimes I just put on like, I don't know, some old school like happy music. Like I was singing that song "Lovely Day." He for sure he was trying to outdo me. That's why I can't sing with him because he been trying to outdo me, and I don't like that. But that's one of those songs that just put me in a great mood. Yeah. So it's like if I know I'm in a funk and things just aren't going my way, I'll wake up and actively choose things that I know will get me together.
Yeah, don't choose violence first thing.
But what if when you want to choose these things, but like you so deep in your funk that your body and your spirit is like, I don't want to do it.
I just keep going. Because sometimes if you just be like, you let it get the best of you, it often, I don't know, I feel like you're just soaking and you just get further into it. And you really just be sitting in your own sadness. Like, people be like, oh, let's go. And you're like, I don't want to. Yeah. But like you really like have to actively choose to like get up and do something like even self-care, going to get your hair done or going to get your nails done. Like you gotta choose that. Like I'm gonna go and do it. Sometimes it takes just getting dressed up. You ain't got nowhere to go. Do your makeup, do your hair, put on a cute outfit, and leave the house. Yeah. Put yourself in a different situation, a different environment. I personally love, now that the movies ain't all the way open, but some of them is. I love to go to the movies by myself. It takes so much effort to plan going to the movies with other people. I have a bomb-ass time by myself. I'll go to lunch by myself. I'll go to breakfast by myself. I set my phone up. I put on like a show or a movie or listen to a podcast and be at the table dying laughing. People be looking at me like,
because some people can't do that.
But that's one thing I'm learning is being okay in my solitude because I was so like afraid of that. I think I was so afraid of being alone that I was surrounding myself.
The more you talk, I be like, oh my God.
We really on the same
And that's why I told y'all, like,
no, because it was at a point, I'm sorry to cut you off. I used to be scared, like, be by myself.
But you were only child. That's so different.
How do you feel
it's literally, it's different, but I was the same way as being the only child. Like, I would have to be, like, sitting next to my mom or sitting next to my dad. My mom be
I'm definitely up with
my mom be like, Lauren. I'll be like, I'm sorry. Like, I just be like,
yeah, she be like, only child. Y'all two right here in the end.
Yeah, she be like, that's what I'm. No, don't give me none of them.
I love my brothers.
I love my siblings.
Yeah. Ooh, yes, you
feel I won't get as many gifts.
Waking up on Christmas like, all for me.
Yeah, like my grandma. That's mine.
That's my grandma.
Yeah, my grandma.
Y'all
so you don't have cousins?
That's not their grandma.
That's not their grandma. Yeah, no. My grandma.
Y'all is mad selfish, but that's one reason why I'm mad at peace. Like,
cause you
when other people do stuff, like when Jasmine Sullivan was like, I made my peace so you can run them streets, I dead ass be like, I'm not affected.
I want to find out what heaven give a fuck about because I know everything heaven don't give a fuck about.
It's an extensive list, but it's little things like that really just make you appreciate yourself and what you have going on for you.
Yes.
Like if I go get dressed up, I don't have to post no pictures. I'm gonna walk around like I am that bitch. I don't have to tell nobody that I'm going to get cute. I just be like,
how did you get here, though?
How did you get here?
I got 3 mirrors in my house, and I walk past everyone like.
Have you been like this all your life? You was a young kid doing the same thing? Like, I want to know when did you get here?
I feel like my parents, like my family, they always gas me. Like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Like, personally, I love when people be like, "Honey, you're so pretty." I'll be like, thank you. Thanks. I love words of affirmation, but sometimes I'll be like, when other people be like, "Oh, you're pretty, you're this," I'm like, I know that. So like, you telling me that does not, it don't make me more. But
next time a guy compliment,
oh yeah, I'm gonna look at his eyes. Yes.
So I don't know.
You're so yes.
So I have not figured out something that like, what you gonna do when you really gotta face this? What happens when you not high? What happens when like, you know, you ain't got nothing else? Your back against the wall. It's you against this problem.
Also, come to the conclusion, you gotta bet on you.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, I'ma bet on me. Like when I was going to college, my mom was like, "Girl, You too young to be here, but she got it. If you ask her how did heaven get here, she'd be like, I signed whatever paper she needed me to sign. But that girl, I don't know. She had it and she figured it out. So you really just gotta bet on you. And
I feel like I am just like figuring it out. And well, like, so for quarantine, this whole little corona thing, it really threw me off my game because I feel like I was really on it. Like I was handling all my business, my bag was right, everything, and it was like threw me for a loop. And it was hard for me to understand why that happened to me, why things wasn't going my way, why things was this way and that way. And like all of 2020, I was really just harping on that. Even though I feel like all of us was in the same position. Like there wasn't nobody that wasn't affected by COVID. Everybody was affected in different ways. So it was like, girl, you ain't the only one. Stop fucking crying. That's what I'm telling myself in my head, but really I can't get myself on my funk. So I feel like I was in such a funk. I was allowing things to happen that I wouldn't have allowed to happen if I wasn't in that headspace. And it really fucked me up in the long run, but made me like, you know, I feel more wiser and stuff. I feel like, okay, you know this, you know better. Now you got to move better. But I feel like, damn, if I was never in that headspace, I would have never allowed that shit to happen to me. And it's like, I don't know, like, you got to do better. I feel like God keeps putting me in the same positions and the same thing keep happening to me because I didn't learn whatever lesson He's trying to teach me.
That's exactly right.
So, like, so right now I'm just like, June, what's the right fucking answer? You keep doing this, you keep moving this way, that shit ain't working for you. So I'm in this real figure it out period. I don't really have an answer yet.
And that's fine. And you'll figure it out.
That's,
like,
I hope fucking
it's frustrating. No, I'm going to be real.
It's upsetting to her and her homegirl.
Her and her homegirl. We're going to get to you in 1 second. But I just want to say because, like, my last semester in college, like, I don't know what happened, but I just was off of my game. Like, I don't know. And it started probably, like, the end of October, beginning of November, all the way leading through the holidays, leading up till now where I'm just feeling like, I don't know. I'm figuring.
And I saw something.
And you just,
No, go finish.
But I just feel like you gotta stay patient because you gotta know that the answers that you're looking for are already coming to you if they're not already inside of you.
That's true.
When your mind is telling you, girl, just go ahead and go do this or whatever. Go get your nails done. Go write in your journal. Go talk to this person. Hit up such and such. You haven't heard from them in a minute. Do it. Act on those feelings because that's what you need. Your mind, your spirit is always telling you what you need. So you just gotta listen to it.
And that's true. Praying.
I think sometimes you just gotta take those shots. Like you be like, I don't really know, just go for it.
That's
what I learned.
If you got the thought, go for it. You didn't get an idea for no reason. You're not feeling no type of way for no reason. You're needing something. So if your body is telling you, girl, go take a shower. And then you take a shower and come out feeling refreshed, cleansed. I just did a whole meditation therapy in the shower. I feel great because I just acted on that one thought.
That's true.
So from now on, I feel like that's my advice to you. Start acting on your thoughts when you're in that nastiness, like funky feeling.
It's so hard though. Like I saw something that said like depression looks different for everybody, and it's so true. Like some people like don't bathe, don't like.
You don't feel like getting out of the bed.
Personal hygiene. Some people don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Some people allow things like, I saw something that was like, sometimes people allow like disrespect or shit to happen to them that they wouldn't normally allow because they're so depressed. And I feel like that's something that had me in 2020. Like there was things I was allowing just so I can be around certain people so I could feel a certain type of way. Yeah, so I could feel okay, so I wouldn't feel alone because I just felt so lonely. I felt so lonely surrounded by
so many people.
I feel like I felt so lost because I was around people who were also as lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why they always say if you surround yourself with 5 millionaires,
you'll be the sixth one. And if you surround yourself around 5 broke people, you'll be the sixth one.
And if you aren't in a position to carry your own weight, I can't carry everybody else's energy with me. Like, if nobody else is doing anything productive around me, y'all not making me feel better about anything, then why am I here?
Why am I here?
I feel
you gotta know what energy do you want to surround yourself with?
If you're not feeding me in any type of way, I want everybody to feed off of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're not feeding me, that means you're taking from me.
Yes.
And it becomes draining.
And when you already have an empty cup, I can't pour into yours. Because mine is already empty. I'm already doing
well. You also got to learn to say no. You know when your cup is empty.
Yes.
Some people can't say no.
Yes.
So if you know you don't got nothing else to give,
Say no.
something I'm also very good at to be at peace. I'll be like, I
Can't do it.
Or like
Okay.
people be like, you're free. I'll be like, I'm not. I have reserved a spot for me.
What's self-care for me?
What do you do to get yourself out of a funk or out of an off day? Like if you have an off day, how do you make yourself?
Okay, so being completely transparent and open with you guys is 6 weeks. So I feel very, more comfortable, open to share these things. From the ages of 12 to about 15, I went through a very, very, very dark stage where like I was extremely suicidal. I was extremely depressed. I was just sad. I was just all over the place because truthfully, I didn't see what other people seen in me. Mm-hmm. So I automatically thought everybody was lying to me. That was one. That was just my friend. Not my friend. That was just my family. Mm-hmm. Secondly, my body. I'm very comfortable in my body. I love my body today. But I was like the 11-year-old girl with like a butt and boobs and nobody else had hit puberty yet. Like I started my cycle super early. Like I was just going through a lot, like
early
pre-teenage years. I was
so
just
they made
like,
you feel awkward.
it made me feel so awkward. Like I was so young, and all my friends like, "Gosh, I'm curious." Oh my God. Like it just made me feel weird, so everything, and I was overthinking everything. And then growing up, high school days, I was a virgin for a very long time, so like boys did not want to talk to me. They didn't want to do anything because boys are just young and horny, and they just want to they just know how they beat, just being horny. Still to this day, and they just I don't want to talk to you. No, for real. It's like I don't want to talk to you. You're urgent. Oh my God, ew, no, like no. And I went through that even in college. Yeah. Even in college, that fucked with me. I'm like, I'm a good person. You don't want to talk to me because I don't want to have sex.
So you felt pressure to have sex when you did or no?
Oh, no.
Okay.
By the time I did, I can say, my mom asked me that question. She was like, Lauren, do you care about it? I'm like, yeah, I did. But it took a lot of situations. I say that because it took a lot of situations in my life for me to finally figure out what self-care is to me and how to get myself out of those dark places when I'm having those moments. For me, it's simple songs that I can play that will pull me out of a funk. One of the songs is Through the Wire by Kanye West. Another one is The Love of My Life. It's a song about how Erykah Badu fell in love with the music industry. Mm-hmm. And the third one is I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston. It's like songs that just pull me out, and I can just be like,
music is therapy.
I'm having a good day now, whatever. Yeah. Secondly, it's small things to me. Sitting on the couch with my favorite blanket, my favorite pajamas on, and I'm watching my favorite movie. Okay. Favorite movie is Brown Sugar.
Oh my God, yes.
Love that movie. It's about, like, people always be telling me, like, I remind them so much of her in the movie because, like, career paths are the same. Like, it's the movie that inspired me to do what I'm doing now. But that movie, it's simple as being like, okay, bet, when I get off, I'm going to go get my snacks. I'm going to sit on this couch.
And
I'm going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm not doing nothing. It's little stuff like that. Or even just lighting candles, getting in the tub, taking a shower. Even if I'm like, I had a bad day the other day, and I'm like, I'm about to get in my car and just drive around a little block a few times, play my music, and enjoy myself. Did that the other day. And then it's like, sometimes you just like to be out in other places. I went to the mall the other day, and I didn't even have nothing. I wasn't going to buy anything. I just wanted to get out the house, just put some clothes on, and just be out in my little. I went to the mall. You know that supposed to be like, I'm going to Target with no list, just vibes. I was walking around Target the other day like, listen, I was walking around Target the other day. I done bought mugs with my initials on them. I done bought gel pens. I'm walking down the pen. I'm like, I just seen you with some pens like that. These pink pens is real cute. Picked up some pink gel pens. I'm walking around the aisle, freeze. I'm like, oh, I want to try this. I'm just in my zone, in my mood, and I walk around Target. I got my AirPods in. I'm
feeling
just
good,
chilling.
Girl,
that
makes me different. When you got your music in, you been there like,
like just kicking it.
Fuck they music.
Right, they music. And then on top of that, what makes me feel so good is just sitting back and truthfully just reflecting. Like I I said, I'm glad that I do not. It's like a scripture in the Bible that refers to not looking like what you've been through. And I take pride that I do not look like I've been through. And also, even, I can't remember what episode I said this on, I'm happy and I'm thankful that God put me through what he put me through early, so I don't have to deal with that now. Because I don't know how at a 12-year-old that you got through what you got. How I was 12. When you're 12, you have no problems, no care in the world. You're still the broke best friend of your parents. Like, you don't have nothing to worry about. And here I was, to this day, exactly. So, and here I was, like, not wanting to be here anymore, not wanting to be around it. I went through therapy young, and I went through therapy when I didn't even know what therapy was. And I was looking at that lady like, you're in my business. And I was 12, like, too much. Because you know, when you're still that young, your mama teach you, like, don't say that, you don't know this. Yeah. And I was talking to her, like, and no offense, but my counselor, my therapist was white. Yeah. So I'm like, you don't know me. Yeah. I don't know you. But I'm happy that God put me in that position to go through therapy, to go through counseling, because it made me stronger today than what I was when I was 12.
Yeah. And to look and be like, look how far you've come. Like, imagine if you did do that. Imagine if you did sit in that depression and go through and what your thoughts was
so sad when I got to college. I was just so depressed because I was like, I used to go through this phase. I don't know if you guys can relate, but I was always why not me? Like, everybody want to, like, so we would go out, people would, like, want to talk to all of my friends. I'd be like, damn, like, what's wrong with me? And it took me a long time to just understand that, like, God is protecting your heart, your soul, and, like, I'm trying to save you from some stuff. Yeah. So, like, if not even today, I don't even be asking why me. I'll be like, thank you, Jesus.
Thank God. And I be telling you that all the time.
Yes.
Hey, listen, Lo has the most pure heart, and she be feeling like she want to do this, she want to do that. I'm like, girl, sit your ass down. Like, you don't know what God is saving you from. And it's the fact that, like, when you have such a pure heart, you look at things differently.
I look at the world like...
You look at the world like, nobody's going to hurt me.
Nobody's going to hurt me.
You're like, they'll never do that.
It's kind of like you're naive in a way.
Yes.
But you just don't know exactly. I feel like, just like you said, to your point, that it's a good thing you went through that when you were younger, because now you know why you went through that. Because of that, you can know that whenever you're going through something as an adult, that it's only happening to teach you something in the long run. So then
just
when
like
you're in
has said that,
your mindset
I
can
got
be
a question.
different.
Why does, like, you know, like, overall, like, Black people, we think that going to therapy is like
a no-no?
Yeah,
like,
you
no,
can't tell people your business.
That, but what my mother that's very true. My mother, I will say, she put me in therapy herself.
Okay.
But she put me in therapy herself. So I will say it just depends on the environment you're raised in, what kind of parents you got. My mom put me in herself. She did say, like, she didn't want to be in the room with me. She said she don't want to, like, sit next to me and make me feel like I couldn't say what I wanted to say. So she put me in by herself, and listen, I used to be like, why are you leaving me with this lady?
But it's about as receptive as you are, like.
Yeah, I'm very.
Like, a lot of Black people ain't receptive to therapy.
Yes.
And so, like, it's not going to fucking work. So they feel like it's not going to work, but it's like, it's because you wasn't accepting to it. Like, I wasn't accepting to it. I'd have been in 3 different therapists.
Exactly.
I went to therapy because my parents splitting up. I ain't never been able to get over that. It's like, with therapy, you got to be receptive to it. If you're not, it's not going to work. I've never been receptive to it because I just never found nobody that matches me and that's seeing me here.
That's some real shit. I had to go to therapy for college for that because I did not know that my parents divorcing took that much of an emotional toll on me. When it happened, I was just rolling with it like, okay, cool, whatever. I guess it's cool. But as I got older,
Yeah, I think another reason, before we wrap up, Black people are more religious, and I feel like they say take your problems to God, not to a therapist.
Yeah.
I've been to therapy. I grew up 12, 13, 14, 15, like leaving school early just to go to therapy.
Yeah.
So my mother, she's worked in healthcare, so that was just something natural for us, because since she works in healthcare. But in general, I feel like it's how receptive you are.
Yeah.
I feel like it's how your parents view it. My dad was not here for me going to therapy because he's more religious and he thinks that I should just take it up with God. But my mom saw that I needed help and she was like, "Here you go." Like,
because therapy is unbiased. They don't know you.
Yeah, and another reason is like financially, Black people just can't afford therapy. It's expensive and you need insurance.
Yeah.
And if you don't have insurance, you're gonna be paying out of pocket.
You need insurance for
Yeah, it'll make it cheaper.
It'll make it cheaper. It's expensive.
What I do want to say, if anybody that is in high school or college that is watching, therapy services are free to the university that you are enrolled in. You can call, you can anonymously call, or you can go in there physically. Which worked for me was to physically go in there, and I'm looking at these cameras because I know I'm talking to somebody. But
Don't be afraid.
do not be afraid. You can call anonymously, like I just said. Use your resources. You pay tuition.
Yes,
I've been going to therapy since my sophomore year of college, and they offer a lot of free services, and listen.
Yes.
It's free. Take advantage of it right now while it's free.
Even if you're not in college, if you
Yes.
have insurance, whatever it is,
Yes.
look it up and see
And
what
there's
you gotta
apps.
do.
Yes.
Taraji P. Henson, actually, she has an app or some sort of like landline or something
It's
for
an
Black
app.
therapy.
Yes, it's an app that we can plug in. I gotta go find it, but it's an app that it connects you with Black doctors, Black therapists, Black dentists, Black anything,
Yes.
and it shows you where they at.
And we have to wrap this episode up. Again, we are sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wine. It was
Yes,
absolutely
sir. It was
amazing.
great.
So
Thank
much
you.
for sponsoring this episode. We hope you all enjoyed. And again, let's end it with, this is what, y'all?